Imagine a letter addressed to you but written centuries before your birth, a message sealed against fire, flood, and empire collapse, drifting through libraries and languages until it lands on your desk the day after you lose your job, or the hour your doctor mutters an unfamiliar diagnosis, or the minute a headline announces markets in free fall. You open it, and the ink speaks as if it watched your panic from behind the curtain. That letter exists. You know what it says? You are fine. Uncertainty is not a glitch in the universe. It is the training ground where rational beings discover their strength. It delivers this wisdom when you are forced to reach for it, and when it arrives, it comes with 3 gifts, not one: a clear lens, a steady hand, and a wide heart. The clear lens is the Stoic art of distinguishing appearance from fact. In crisis, the mind floods with cinematic projections, disaster montages, reputational doom, lonely futures. Epictetus taught students to hold up each image like a coin against sunlight and test the engraving. Is this present fact or a borrowed prophecy? A job lost is fact. Permanent worthlessness is prophecy. Blood test shows anomaly is fact. Certain ruin is prophecy. By dividing the two, you snatch back cognitive bandwidth wasted on fiction. This lens does not promise rosy outcomes. It simply removes hallucinations so you can navigate actual terrain. In uncertain times, most suffering sprouts from stories we tell before evidence speaks. The Stoic lens rescues attention for constructive tasks, networking, treatment plans, communal help, because it no longer spends itself rehearsing horror films that may never screen. The steady hand follows the lens. Thinking clearly, the Stoics ask a single question: what portion of this lies inside my control? The answer, however small, reveals everything. You may not control an economic downturn, but you can control thrifty habits, skill acquisition, and mutual aid to neighbors. You cannot dictate therapy results, but you can attend sessions, track markers, and maintain diet. Marcus Aurelius wrote in plague years that the mind is like a fire. Throw on obstacles, and it converts them to heat and brightness. The steady hand gathers twigs of agency even as hail falls. Action, however minor, stills the tremor of helplessness. Over time, these acts weave a rope bridge across the chasm of uncertainty. From afar, witnesses call it courage. From the inside, it feels like pragmatism. Yet a clear lens and a steady hand can calcify into cold stoicism if not joined by a wide heart. The Stoics preached radical kinship. When fate shakes you, it shakes others. Recognizing shared fragility dissolves isolation and summons cooperative power. Seneca sent coins and consolations to exiled friends, reminding them that adversity disperses the tribe only in geography, never in spirit. In pandemic lockdowns, this principle resurfaced as balcony songs, grocery runs for elders, and open-source medical designs. The wide heart reframes uncertainty from a solo test to a collective quest, making burdens lighter and joys sharper. Clear lens, steady hand, wide heart, 3 gifts, yet the Stoics bundled them into daily habits so they would be on call before disaster dialed. Morning reflection polishes the lens, asking, what narrative bias may warp my view today? Midday self-command strengthens the hand, checking, what can I influence in the next hour? Evening gratitude expands the heart, noting which strangers or friends lightened my load, and how can I repay them tomorrow? Such routines look modest during calm seasons, but when uncertainty raids the calendar, they snap into position like a well-drilled fire brigade containing damage before it engulfs the mind. Practically, when uncertainty strikes, start with a single breath, call it fact-finding, write down what is undeniably true in one column and speculative add-ons in another. Challenge each speculation, evidence, scope, timeline, most melt. Next, list tiny actions available within 24 hours. Send resume to one contact. Schedule first medical consult. Assemble emergency funds spreadsheet. Finally, text one person offering help or sharing an honest worry. This three-step drill, lens, hand, heart, takes 20 minutes, yet shifts physiology from helpless agitation to directed effort. The storm may still rage. Some outcomes will hurt. Stoicism is not guarantee of happy endings. It is guarantee that you will not abandon your post as pilot of inner life. Eventually, clouds part or new normals settle and you tally damage. You also tally unexpected gains, tighter friendships, refined skills, a clarified hierarchy of values. Uncertainty forced inventory. Stoic response turned it into schooling. Years later, another crisis will loom. Habits grooved by earlier trials activate sooner, like antibodies recognizing a pathogen. You meet disruptions with a nod of familiarity. Friends untrained in this discipline may marvel at your calm. You will know it is not suppression, but clarity. Thoughts sorted, agency engaged, compassion circulating. The letter from antiquity continues writing itself through your acts. Uncertainty is not a rare visitor, but the default state disguised by routine. This algorithm will find you again and again, on hospital benches, in interview lobbies, during midnight feeds, each time handing back the steering wheel with the quiet reminder that the road has never been anything but uncertain, and yet reason, virtue, and fellowship have always been enough to drive on.